Hey, you guys, thank you so much for joining me and Nella again on Tuesday. We really appreciate you spending some time with us. Today's topic that we want to talk about, just because, like, damn, inner demons been haunting me lately. Like, we've been talking about this, and I'm just like, I'm feeling it today. And so that's why we want to touch about that topic, because I want to be real raw with you guys and just be as honest as possible. Today, I've been kind of battling releasing and bringing up those past emotions that really get to you, but sometimes we bury it down so freaking deep, and we don't want to face ourselves in the mirror. We don't want to face reality and think about those past traumas or those past emotions that we've been through, because it's easier to bury it and then say that and put on this mask that everything's okay, or you're not that certain way, or like it's all about you, right? It's always facing about you, your problems, your feelings, your emotions, and just like not facing reality of like the way that you see yourself in the mirror. Some people, they put on a facade, like, was it facade, is that right?
Facade, yeah.
Facade, that they're this type of way, and don't want to face those inner demons, don't want to really look themselves in the mirror and say to yourself, oh, am I being selfish? Am I not considerate? Am I this type of person? Or like these past problems from the past, did I really forgive them? Did I really forgive that person? And all those things, it's like you can't you can't move into a new chapter into your life and be fully happy and really help people out there unless you look yourself in the mirror. And that's why we want to talk about inner demons today and give you guys some good tips on how you can face them, how you can overcome them. And we're also going to share with you guys some inner demons that we faced in our in our life, right? And see if like anything can resonate with you guys that you guys can take, learn from, and then implement inside of your life. So, Nella, what would you say is, one of your things that you have overcame? Like, you looked yourself in the mirror and you noticed some things about you that was kind of like an inner demon that that was affecting people around you, that you honestly had to face yourself in the mirror and start making changes to. What are some good tips you can give people about that as well?
Okay, so my biggest inner demon is when I'm going through something, I let it consume me. Like everybody knows if I'm having a bad day kind of thing. Like the entire household friggin' knows. And I affect everyone. Everyone knows. Like when I used to be a waitress, if I'm having a bad day, my customers are gonna get it, bro. Like for real. Um, yeah, I was just lucky. My employer was like my friend too. Like it was like so funny thinking about it now. But for example, if I'm fighting with my boyfriend, everybody's gonna know. Everybody's gonna know. Um, and so that was my biggest inner demon, right? And then I kind of looked at it um and questioned it, and I was like, why do I let this affect my whole day? Like, why can't I just let it go and go about my day, still have a good day, even though not everything's 100%? Because, like, life is not always going to be 100. There's always going to be something that might ruin your day. You know what I mean? But, um, so when I looked at it that way, I think it just like took me time to really get to know my emotions and how to deal with them better.
Mhm.
Like it like I realized that if I meditate in the daytime, I'm better able to communicate my feelings better because I'm better able to kind of understand my feelings. So
Mhm.
I don't let things blow over. So now whenever I'm feeling like something, and whenever I'm feeling off, even though there's no explanation to it, I'll tell the person that I need to talk to, like, hey, I'm kind of feeling off about this. Like, I don't know why, but I tell them because I don't want it to blow over. Because I know if I let it sit in my head, it's gonna blow over and it's gonna be even worse. For example, um, I'm with someone right now, And like one day I was just like, I'm feeling weird. I'm feeling freaking weird. Can I look through your Instagram? And he was like, yeah, sure, here. You know what I mean? And that made me feel better, even though it was super childish and it like there's like nothing he really did to make me feel like what are you talking to anybody on Instagram? Like not, you
Mhm.
know, nothing really happened. I just felt weird that morning. And I always trust my intuition, so I'd rather see it for myself. And he, because it also takes the other person to understand that. First of all, you can't just ask that of anybody. I talked to my friends about it, and they were like, someone did that to me, I freaked the fuck out.
Yeah.
I freaked the fuck out too, but I needed that at that moment. And it took me long to realize what I needed to happen for me not to feel that way, if that makes sense, right? But then even looking through his Instagram, I still didn't feel better, right? Even though there was nothing there. Like, I don't know what was making me feel that way, but it was just my own insecurities. I tell you that because everything that you're feeling most of the time, more often than not, is in
Dude,
your head,
yeah.
right? So when I realized that, I was just like, okay, I'm gonna let this moment pass. I'm still gonna enjoy the time that we have together. I'm not gonna take it out on him, and I'll deal with it at home. So when I got home and I was alone, I dealt with it. But when we were together, like I made sure we had a good time because it's not his fault that I'm feeling this way.
Yeah.
You
That's
know what I mean?
first. Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's important for me to have a good time with the people I love because you never fucking know when we're gonna die, right? You never know when our last moment is, you know? So I made sure that we were okay. And then I dealt with my emotions because sometimes your emotions come up when you're around other people, right? And that's more often than not, that's what happens to me. You can't hide that. Like if you're serving people and you feel like shit and you want to take it out on your customers, you can't you can't hide those emotions. What are you gonna do? You're gonna compartmentalize that so you can deal with it
Mhm.
better,
Mhm.
right? That's my biggest inner demon, but I also turned it into my strength.
Mhm. So how
So
do you do that?
um so I realized how much power I had in the household in the sense that I can change anybody's emotions,
Mhm.
right? Like if I'm having a bad day, everyone's having a bad day, but I was like, let's turn that into a positive thing. It's a
Yeah.
perspective, right? If I'm having, I don't have the greatest days all the time, but I show a better face to my loved ones because I don't want them to see that. Like, if I'm having a bad day, why do they deserve to have a bad day with me?
Yeah.
Like, I'd rather have them have the best day of their lives and me have a mediocre day because that's just like how much you love other people, right?
Mhm.
So when I saw how it was affecting other people when I was like going through it, I realized like fuck, I don't want to be that person. Like at the end of the day, like no one really, no one, you get to a point where people kind of want to avoid you. You know what
Mhm.
I mean? Like they were like scared to approach me like most of the time because they don't know what kind of day I was having, and that was selfish. That was like fuck man, I don't, like what if my mom needs me? What if my grandma needs me? What if my dad needs me? They
Mhm.
can't approach me because they're afraid to, like, man, that's not the type of person I want to be. And like what happens when I have kids and my husband and I get into a little argument, like it's not even big, but I'm gonna let that affect my kid's day?
Mhm.
Hell no, I don't want to be that kid. I don't want to be that person.
Mhm.
So I had to work on that. It didn't take a day to work on that. It took a lot of like looking outside of myself, looking outside of how I was affecting other people, because when you're going through what you're going through, you're naturally predisposed to think about your own mind, what you're going through. You kind of isolate yourself mentally. You mentally isolate yourself, and you only see what you're going through. You only see yourself, and that's only harming you as well as it's harming other people. Because if you only see yourself, you don't even want to, but you're becoming selfish.
Mhm.
Like you're like, even if you're not naturally a selfish person, that's what happens. Like, I had a friend who, when, like, he's gone through something, and when he was going through it, he blocked us out of his life,
Mhm.
right? And like, I think in the West, it's like glorified to be alone here.
Mhm.
A lot of people say you got to do what you got to do, like you got to do, you got to love yourself before you love other people. But if
Mhm.
you look at it, there's always going to be other people that needs you, especially if you're in a family unit, especially if you're a mom, you're like the heart of the family. um like, there's always going to, then you can't run away from that.
Yep. You can't run away from like hiding your problems or hiding any emotions that you're going through. It's like you can go through what I'm finding. It's like right now, right? My emotions are high. I'm like really going through an emotional time right now. And it's just like, I want to face that face forward. I want to face those emotions. I don't want to blame anybody. I don't want to self sabotage myself by feeling like I'm a victim for how I'm feeling or what I'm going through. No, I want to embrace it. I want to love every moment that I'm going through this moment right now, because I know that it's me facing my emotions. I'm facing it. I'm not a victim. That I'm healing. A lot of times when you're feeling certain emotions, you're crying, you have anxiety or whatever, you're really purging out and you're healing from those, you know, feelings and emotions that we try to hide, right? Feel those emotions and then say to yourself, you know what? I felt those emotions, but I'm not going to be a victim. I'm not going to stay stagnant, and that I'm going to get up. And I know that there's people out there, whether it be your brother, your sister, your loved ones, whatever, your friends, that are looking up to you, right? Or like your business partners or whoever it is, they're looking up to you, right? So it's just like, heal yourself to go through those emotions, but then after that, say to yourself, okay, great, I'm gonna give myself some time. Don't hide them. And for me, it's just like I'm really facing full force onward of like my inner demons of the past, of people who hurt me, traumatizing situations, right? That I digged so deep and I put behind me that I thought were behind me. But if you never forgive your past of, trauma situations or people who hurt you, you can never really move forward onto a better chapter, because you're just going to bring that same damn freaking baggage, those inner demons and those inner thoughts and feelings and emotions onto the next journey. That's only going to self sabotage your life, because you're not facing them. You're not
Yeah.
trying to heal from them. You're not trying to learn from them. You're not trying to grow from them, right? So you're just bringing them on to just another chapter and other people, which it's not fair to the people around you if you don't face that inner demon to try to heal, to try to acknowledge. And that's exactly, you guys, what I'm going through right now. And this is why I wanted to talk about it, because I'm I'm trying to heal from those inner emotions, from acknowledging how I feel. Like right now, as I get off this talk, I'm gonna sit with myself and I'm gonna meditate. Right? I'm gonna meditate. I'm gonna maybe write down in a journal how I'm feeling. Where are these emotions? Where are these feelings coming from? Deep.
Yo, oh my God. Like, I love that you're facing this so health in a healthy way. Like, she told me earlier, she talked to her daughter, and she opened up to her daughter that she's going through this, and she's gonna go on a walk with her. Like, how amazing that is, to like choose to deal with your emotions. Like, that's so healthy. Like, because I realized when I was going through it, because I let it explode, I wasn't dealing with it because I was letting it explode around me. I was dealing it with other ways that aren't healthy. Like, I would smoke weed, I would listen to angry music, like I would do things that kind of incited.
Deep.
more, yeah, like it would overflow, and I would like vent to people. And when you're venting to people, that's not going to help you, because like more often than not they don't have anything helpful to say. And when, like, actually what it's proven, I don't know, I don't know the article, but I read it somewhere that when you're venting, it doesn't help you find solutions. It could if you're talking to the right person, but more often than not, when you yourself are is venting, you just want to let the emotions fester. You're just inciting the emotions more. And that happens to me so much. Like when I'm talking to my friend, I was like, let me vent to you, like, and I didn't really feel good afterwards. Right. I remember this one time I told Tracy I need to vent to her. And it didn't even make me feel good afterwards. Right. So I learned from that. I was like, you know what? What's the point of talking about these negative things when actually I can actually do something about it?
Mhm.
Right. So yeah, definitely face it.
Face it, and then like take steps forward to help yourself to release it, is what I'm saying for sure. Like I'm showing you guys I'm going through it, and these are the steps that I'm taking. Like I said, I'm going to go meditate, I'm going to write down in a journal, why am I feeling this way, right? What type of feelings am I feeling? Is it stress? Is it anxiety? Is it anger? Is it frustration? And then really understand, where are these feelings coming from? Is it from my past? Is it in my present? Like, where are they coming from? And then what am I going to do to help myself to understand that it's okay? Maybe tell myself, I love you, Tracy, that it's okay. It's a process. You're healing from this process, and it'll all be okay. Right? Basically just reassure my inner child that everything's going to be okay. And then from there, do some actual exercises. I'm going to meditate. Then, like Nella said, I told my daughter, we're going to go for a walk. Get yourself out into nature, get some fresh air in your lungs, because there's a lot that can impact you being in a house all day with this quarantine, but it doesn't stop you from going outside and going for a walk and getting involved with nature, right? So these are some tips that I shared with you guys, that if you guys are going through any type of emotions, right, that it's really important to face these inner demons, because at the end of the day, like, there's people, like Nella said, when her emotions were kind of high or she was feeling a certain way, it affected the whole household. It's the same thing with you. If you're listening to this and you're living with anybody inside of your house, it's like your vibration is vibrating onto them, and it's
Yeah.
affecting, even if it's kids. Even
It's funny because even with your pets, bro,
yeah, that's how it
pets take on your character.
or whatever.
Yeah, because I'm telling you, it's so funny when I realized that even my cat was taking on my
Most
my my emotions. I was like, bro, I really gotta watch myself. This cat could
I'm
kill me.
telling you, like, it's energy, right? Our inner demons is literally energy. It's energy that's either going to consume you and keep digging you in a deeper hole, which is, you guys, is not going to release. It's not going to go anywhere. And for quite some time, for a long time, I just dig them so deep that I would just never have to like think about them or feel them. But I know that I want to embark in a new beginning in my life, a new chapter in my life, with a new significant other, with a new, like, my career, attract better people. But I need to do the inner work, because if I don't, I'm going to be attracting those people that are my inner demons, right? So
Sure.
got to be very careful that if you want to attract better in your life into your environment, then you need to do work on those inner demons. And it's the hardest thing ever, you guys. I can tell you guys, like, I feel so much anxiety, but at the end of the day, I'm feeling so good, that to know that I'm doing the work. Like, it's like bittersweet, kind of in a way. Like, I feel so proud of myself. I feel so
Yes.
I'm facing them head on, and then I feel so good that once I heal from this, man, it's gonna be whoosh, like a firecracker after. My whole life is gonna, be, I'm gonna feel so free. It's like you're freeing yourself. When you work on those inner demons, you're freeing yourself. You're no longer a jail, living in a jail, in a prison, in your mind, with those deep down emotions that come up once in a
Yeah.
while.
I think it just gets easier because I don't think like I definitely want to believe that you do go off, but
Mm.
I don't think that you're gonna go off for the rest of your life because you're always gonna go
Oh,
through
100% no. There's
yeah.
obviously, what I mean by that is that you're going to be free of those past demons.
Yeah, okay.
At the end of the day, that there's always going to be challenges that are going to hit you, but once you release and work on those inner demons, you're going to be a lot stronger because you don't have something weighing you down. Right?
That's true.
So when you go off, you're literally gonna be like, okay, I know how to, I know how to, I know how to handle you. I know how to handle you. And I know how to handle you. And then you go, you grow, and then you know how to handle it. You know, you grow, you know how to handle it. But with
There
those,
you go. Yeah.
but with those
Because you can't run away from your past.
exactly.
You can, but you
With
can learn from it.
Exactly. With those inner demons, that's what's holding a lot of people down. That where their emotions, 1 minute they're high, 1 minute they're low, 1 minute they're high, 1 minute they're low. Like that's me, right? Like I noticed a pattern. When you start to like really work on yourself, you start seeing your emotional patterns. What's your emotional patterns? I could be good for like a good 3 weeks, and out of nowhere, like today, I've been good. I've been happy. I'm good, but all of a sudden I'm feeling like this anxiety feeling inside of myself, and I don't even know where the heck it's coming from, right? And it could be it had like something in my subconscious mind that I'm not understanding my conscious mind, but it's something deep down to do with like my past, because there's a lot of stuff in my past that it's like it still brings a negative emotion to. And this is why I want to do my hardest to like face them head on in, these demons, and be able to work on them and
Yeah.
and forgive them and move forward. But at the same time, it's not an easy process. You're obviously going to have to feel those same emotions that you've been hiding from so many years,
Yeah.
right? And it's not just a flick on the flick on the switch, easy, done it, that's it. I face them, I'm good to go. No, right? And that's what I was kind of doing, was kind of being hard on myself that, shit.
Why are being so fucking hard on yourself, bro?
Yeah,
You
like
are.
I want to face these demons, but then I don't want to fucking feel the pain.
Yeah, bro. I'm the opposite. Like I'll feel the pain. I'll feel the pain, but like I'm too chill with it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So
yeah,
it's the same type of demon because we get ourselves stuck.
yeah,
Because I'm so chill that I'm feeling the pain and I just get used to that feeling and I forget how it feels to be good. You
yeah,
know what I mean? And like so it's the same thing. Um, but I think we're dealing with it the best way we can.
exactly.
So we gotta be always, always grateful for ourselves for dealing with it the
Be
best way we
strong
can.
to even face them. So you
Yeah.
guys, I hope that we shared with you guys some good tips on how you can face your inner demon. I hope that hearing us be honest with you and really let it out and show you guys that nobody's perfect. All these people you see on Instagram, all these people, everybody has their own inner demons that they face somewhere in life, that either A, they acknowledge it and they try to work on it to heal and forgive it and move forward, or B, they just dig it deep down, down so deep and try to cover it up and mask it. But realistically, that's why their emotions are high, low, high, low, high, low, and not knowing how to be consistent to know how to deal with those emotions, right? So if you're out there and you're listening to this and you can resonate, whatever we said can resonate with you, now you guys know what you guys can do to work on those things to become a better version of yourself, which is then going to only help the people around you.
The people around you, yeah. Yep. You got this, guys. We believe in you. We're sending you our love.
Yeah. Any questions you guys have on, like, how did we grow mentally and emotionally, right? And how are we still growing mentally and emotionally? If you guys ever want to know any tips or anything like that, you can go check out our Instagram pages and DM us. So Nella, you want to give them your info?
Yeah, I'm on Instagram and TikTok at Janella E Domingo. Exactly what you'll see on the screen with an E in the middle. No
And
space.
she has some great content on TikTok. Go check it out, you guys. You guys will for sure love it. I enjoy her videos. And then, yeah, go check me out, you guys. I'm on Instagram. It's Toronto_Tracy_Gobin. A lot of great motivational stuff that I post up on there. Go check out my TikTok. I do a lot of stupid, funny shit on there. So it's Toronto_666. And then I just released an amazing podcast with one of my girls. Her name is Tricia. It's called The Winner's Circle. We post up every Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. Just talking about, you know, a lot of just different subjects, anywhere from business, mental mind space, the past, a lot of stuff that I talk on my YouTube, but just bringing it on a wider scope, talking with somebody else. So go check it out, you guys. Please please share this video if you know this helped you guys in any sort of way, right? I always say in all my videos, each one teach one, share the love, share the knowledge, right? Help inspire, bring another smile in somebody else's face. You know, by talking about this stuff, right? A lot of the things that we talk about on, you know, every Tuesdays is really relevant with so many people's lives nowadays. So please please share, please leave a comment, and check us out again next week, not tomorrow, next week, next week, Tuesday. All right. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. Take care.